Welcome guys to my first YouTube video. Thanks for joining me. My name is Stacy and today we're going to make buffalo chicken egg rolls. So here's the ingredients as follows. Got the garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, Cajun seasoning, and salt and pepper. Also, we have egg roll wraps, mozzarella and provolone cheese, a bowl for our mixed chicken once we cook it, a bowl of water for our egg rolls wraps, some butter to fry our chicken in, and of course you can use 3 pieces of chicken breast, but for this video I'm going to use 2 of them. They've already been pre-cut, washed. Please wash your chicken. If you don't know how to wash your chicken, it's simply you can use water and lime or water and lemon to wash your chicken, but please wash your chicken before you cook it. So let's get started. So what we're going to do with the chicken right here is that we're just going to julienne it or thin slice it, and then from there we're going to take it to the stove and then we're going to cook it. By the way, I will put the ingredients and the directions on my YouTube video for those who want to know what to do. So right now, let's get started. So what we did here, we chopped up or thinly sliced our chicken into little pieces. I actually took time out to actually just slice it a little bit more so it can be a little smaller, but you can slice it however you want. Thin or thick is totally up to you. And so we're going to go with our seasonings. So with paprika, you want to get at least 1 tablespoon of paprika. I like to measure it because I can overdo it at times, but 1 tablespoon of paprika will do. Matter of fact, I just put the whole thing in there since there's a little bit left anyway. And then next we're going to do onion powder. So we're going to do a tablespoon of onion powder in there. Again, you can measure it out if you like to. That's what I do, but you don't necessarily have to. Just season to your liking. Next is garlic powder. I love garlic powder, so again we'll do 1 tablespoon of garlic powder to this, and that should do it. And then with the Cajun seasoning, because it already has salt in there, I'm just going to do a tablespoon of that as well. And that's fine. And then we're going to do some salt and pepper. Now, again, the Cajun seasoning already has salt in there, so you don't want to put too much salt in there, so just sprinkle enough of salt in there and you should be good to go. Again, if you already have a product like Cajun seasoning that already has salt in there, you really don't want to add too much more to it. So with that, you can start mixing it around if you like to. Oh, I almost forgot. You want to add just a little bit of vegetable oil to this. Preferably olive oil, but just a little bit of vegetable oil. I would say about a capful. What you want to do is just make sure that the seasonings stick to your chicken. So a little bit of oil will go a long way. Again, just a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil, don't really matter. Just make sure that you put a nice amount there so that when you toss your chicken with your seasoning, that the seasoning can be able to coat evenly as much as possible. So what I'm doing right here is just I'm coating the chicken. I'm making sure all the seasonings are incorporated into it. And then next, we're going to take it to the stove where we will fry this up for about a good 3 to 5 minutes, or at least until it turns white or done. Let's do it. So in this hot pan, we're going to add a tablespoon and a half of butter. This is going to help fry your chicken. So you let that melt right there. And you may not see it, but in the back I have another pan that is heating up with peanut oil. So once we start rolling out the egg rolls and we put them and we get them into shape, what we're going to do is we're going to place those egg rolls right inside this peanut oil, and then we're going to let it fry for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then after that, we'll be done. So just make sure you give your pan a nice coating. If you want to use a little bit more, that's fine, but 1.5 tablespoons of butter should be just good for what we need to do. So we drop our chicken inside the pan. And what we're going to do is that we're going to give this a stir. Again, this will take 3 to 5 minutes. As you can see, the pan is nice and hot. What you don't want to do is burn your chicken, so please don't try to burn your chicken. Just keep stirring, making sure that we cook all the chicken through. Now, for some of you, you may want to incorporate some onions, some bell peppers. That's perfectly fine. You know, do whatever you like to do, whatever makes your taste buds feel good. But for this particular video, we're just going to fry it just as it is. But again, you can use any vegetables that you like. It is totally up to you. Now we're just going to keep stirring and stirring until it is completely turning white. As you can see, our chicken is turning the way it's supposed to be turning. Again, this process should take no more than 3 to 5 minutes. Once we do that, we're going to transfer it to a bowl, and we're going to start with our buffalo sauce. Now, I will tell you, for the buffalo sauce, you can buy it straight from the market. It really doesn't matter. Or you can make it homemade. I preferably like buying the store version buffalo sauce. And the one I like the most is Frank's Red Hot Wings. I love their buffalo sauce. I think their buffalo sauce has a nice combination of tang and a little bit of kick. So when you toss this around that sauce and you fry it, and once it's done, it's going to be delicious. So again, we'll continue to cook it at least for 3 to 5 minutes or until it's absolutely done. The sounds that you hear in the back is the oil from the other pan in which we're going to fry our egg rolls. So once this is done, transfer it to a bowl, and then we will start with our sauce. So from here, it will be time to put our buffalo sauce inside our chicken. And for that, I like to use Frank's Red Hot Wings buffalo sauce. You can use any type of buffalo sauce that you want. It's totally up to you. I would start with a quarter cup of your buffalo sauce, and you can just pour right into it. Just pour right into it. If you feel the need that you want more, please, by all means, you can put more. I also have a mixture of provolone and mozzarella cheese, and I have my egg roll wraps. So to this, we're going to mix in our buffalo sauce with our chicken. Mix it in very well. Make sure you get every bit of it. Again, start with a quarter cup and adjust as needed. And so once that is done, we're gonna put this on our wontons, and we're going to put cheese on top of that, and then we're going to fry it. So what we want to do is take a nice little amount, like so right here, and then we put it right in the center. Just enough for the center. Now what you don't want to do is overdo it, because if you overdo it, then what will happen is you won't be able to wrap your egg roll properly. So you want to put just enough in there. Maybe I put a little bit too much, but let me take some off. But you put enough inside the center of your egg roll wrap, and then what you do is you take a little bit of your mozzarella provolone mixture and you sprinkle on top of it. Now I use mozzarella and provolone. You don't have to. You can use Mexican, you can use 3 cheese. It's totally up to you, but I like to use mozzarella and provolone. And so right here, we have has a little bit of water. So we're going to dip our index finger in there, and we're just going to cover all the corners. So this is how we do it. Dip our little finger in and just go across the corners. As you can see here. Just the top right here, just around the corners. And then from there, we start wrapping it. We gently take our egg roll wrap up. We fold it. You fold the corners. And then we continue to wrap it. Not as perfect as I wanted it to be, but this will do. And then I'll put it on a plate, and we're going to take it to the fryer. Let's do one more. Take a little bit of our chicken mixture, center it. You know, please don't try to overdo it, or else you'll end up breaking your wong wrap, your egg roll wrap, and it won't fry it well. A little bit of your cheese. Again, it doesn't matter what cheese you use. I'm using mozzarella. And then we're going to coat the corners. Or the very top part of the egg wrap. And again, carefully pick it up, roll it, tuck it, fold, and continue to roll. Now, your egg rolls don't necessarily have to be perfect. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but as long as you can capture the essence of rolling an egg roll wrap, pretty good right here. Now to our hot peanut oil pan, we're going to drop our egg rolls in. Now be careful, because the oil is pretty hot. You don't want to burn yourself, so slowly put it down there. Also, you don't necessarily have to use peanut oil. I just like using peanut oil. You can use vegetable oil, which is fine, but for this purpose, we're going to use peanut oil, and I like peanut oil. So we're going to take our egg roll that we just wrapped up. We want to first make sure that it's nice and tight and secure, and then we're going to slowly put it into our fryer. Nice and easy. We're going to let this cook on each side about 3 minutes. Flip it over or until it's golden brown on each side. So we're going to take one of our egg rolls. We want to see how it looks on that side. So we're going to cut it in half. As you can see, it's nice and done on the inside. Cheese is nicely melted, as you can see right here. And basically, just dip. And I hope you had a good time cooking with me. Tune in for the next episode. Around this time, we're going to be making beignets. See you soon.